Good Wednesday, everyone, and welcome to this edition of Conversations Daily News. I'm your host, Cyrus Webb. Glad you all could join us once again. We, of course, have your news headlines coming up on this Wednesday. We have the Truth of the Day with Mary Ellen Taganovich, and today in Entertainment Spotlight, you've been part of my conversation with Denene Millner. She's a best-selling author and the editorial director of Denene Millner Books through Simon & Schuster. Enjoy today's broadcast. For Conversations Daily News, I'm Cyrus Webb with your Wednesday headlines. In Mississippi news, Mississippi is working to administer the COVID-19 vaccine as quickly as possible, according to Governor Tate Reeves on Tuesday. To find out who is eligible and to sign up for an appointment, you can go to covidvaccine.umc.edu. That's covidvaccine.umc.edu. The state has been receiving a steady flow of vaccine doses, state health officials said. Inoculations are being done at hospitals, community health centers, private clinics, and at state-run drive-through locations throughout the state. Vaccinations will also be administered at more than 30 Walmart pharmacies across Mississippi. Per the Center for Disease Control and Prevention, these are the symptoms you should watch out for COVID-19. Fever or chills, cough, shortness of breath or difficulty breathing, fatigue, muscle or body aches, new loss of taste or smell, sore throat, congestion or runny nose, nausea or vomiting, and diarrhea. The list does not include all possible symptoms, but the CDC will continue to update this list as they learn more about the virus. On Tuesday, the Mississippi State Department of Health reported 656 new COVID-19 cases and 73 additional deaths. There have now been in Mississippi 282,969 COVID-19 cases reported and 6,342 coronavirus-related deaths in the state since March of 2020. In more COVID-19 news, the World Health Organization says coronavirus unlikely to have leaked from China lab. The coronavirus most likely first appeared in humans after jumping from an animal. A team of international and Chinese scientists looking for the origins of COVID-19 said on Tuesday, saying an alternate theory that the virus leaked from a Chinese lab was unlikely. A closely watched visit by the World Health Organization experts to Wuhan, the Chinese city where the first coronavirus cases were discovered, did not dramatically change the current understanding of the early days of the pandemic, said the leader of the World Health Organization mission. But it did add details to that story, he said, at a news conference as the group wrapped up a 4-week visit to the city. The mission was intended to be an initial step in the process of understanding the origins of the virus, which scientists have posed may have passed to humans through a wild animal. Transmission directly from bats to humans or through the trade in frozen food products are also possibilities, said the team. In national news, Trump's historic second trial opens with jarring video of the siege. House Democrats opened Donald Trump's historic second impeachment trial Tuesday, showing the former president whipping up a rally crowd to march to the Capitol against his re-election defeat, followed by graphic video of the deadly attack on Congress that came soon after. The lead prosecutor told senators the case would present cold, hard facts against Trump, who was charged with inciting the mob siege of the Capitol to overturn the election he lost to Democrat Joe Biden. Senators sitting as jurors, many who themselves fled for safety that day, watched a jarring video of Trump supporters battling past police to storm the halls, Trump flags waving. In more national news, U.S. officials say pilot error caused Kobe Bryant chopper crash. The pilot who crashed the helicopter carrying Kobe Bryant, killing all 9 aboard, made a series of poor decisions that led him to fly blindly into a wall of clouds where he became so disoriented he thought he was climbing when the craft was plunging toward a Southern California hillside, federal safety officials said on Tuesday. The National Transportation Safety Board primarily blamed the pilot in the January 26, 2020 crash that killed the pilot along with Bryant, his daughter, and 6 other passengers heading to a girls' basketball tournament. The pilot ignored his training, violated flight rules by flying into conditions where he couldn't see, and failed to take alternate measures, such as slowing down and landing or switching to autopilot, that would have averted the tragedy. The NTSB said it was likely he felt pressure to deliver his star client to his daughter's game. And finally, in entertainment news, Mary Wilson, longest reigning original Supreme, dies at 76. Mary Wilson, one of the original members of the Supremes, the 1960s group that helped define the Motown sound and style and propelled Diana Ross to superstardom, has died. Wilson died Monday night at her home in Nevada, and the cause was not immediately clear. "I just woke up to this news," Ross tweeted on Tuesday, offering her condolences to Wilson's family. "I am reminded that each day is a gift," she added, writing, "I have so many wonderful memories of our time together." Like many Motown artists, Wilson, Ross, and Florence Ballard had grown up in Detroit and were still in their teens when they were signed in 1961 by Berry Gordy to his Young record label. Within 3 years, the Supremes had their first #1 hit, "Where Did Our Love Go?" By the end of the decade, they were Motown's greatest commercial success. Cyrus Webb, Conversations Daily News. It's now time for the Truth of the Day with Mary Ellen Taganovich. Enjoy.
Hi, this is Mary Ellen with your Truth of the Day. Pursue your dreams industriously and with determination. Begin by envisioning your dream. Now, efforts toward accomplishing this goal. Some of you may know what it takes to reach your goal. You are determined to get there as soon as possible. If you do not have a clear idea of what steps you need to take to reach your goal, you may find yourself wasting time or money on possibilities that will not work for you. The most important process you can use to achieve your goal is being aware of your thoughts, as your thoughts create your actions, creating your life experiences, and thus creating your success. Always follow your knowings, as this is God speaking to you. Today, reinforce your actions with the thoughts of possibilities, as this will draw your dreams into existence. Enjoy your day.
Deneen Milner is featured in today's Entertainment Spotlight right here on Conversations Daily News. For Conversations Daily News, I'm Cyrus Webb with the Entertainment Spotlight. Best-selling author and editorial director Deneen Milner told me recently on Conversations Live, the radio show, it's been great to not only share her own stories, but help others to do the same. Here's a bit of our conversation. But you've been able to be able to share great stories yourself, Deneen, but also, as I mentioned, to be able to help other people do the same. How does that feel to know that you're not only being able to fill a space that is really, I think, necessary to be filled, but also empowering others along the way?
One of the things that when I decided to start the imprint and when I took it to Simon & Schuster, one of the things that mattered to me most was creating opportunities for Black storytellers and illustrators who often don't get to tell their stories in the way that Simon & Schuster and Deneen Milner Books has allowed. When you look at the numbers of books that are created by specifically by Black authors and illustrators every year. Some statistics came out in 2019. I don't know if the 2020 ones are out yet, but of over 3,000 books, only about 90 of them were actually created by Black authors or illustrators. And so at Deneen Milner Books, I make it my mission to publish African American authors and illustrators just so that I could open the door for them. And working at Simon & Schuster allows me to also get their quotes up. It allows me to make it so that they can get paid their worth for their beautiful stories. And, my background is as a journalist and an author. And I feed my children with words. I pay college tuition with the books that I write.
Cyrus Webb, Conversations Daily News. We thank you all for tuning in to this edition of Conversations Daily News. We'll have you guys on tomorrow with more news, Truth of the Day with Mary Ellen Taganovich, and of course your Entertainment Spotlight. Until then, I'm your host, Cyrus Webb, saying as always, enjoy your day, enjoy your life, enjoy your world. Thank you all for choosing Conversations Daily News today. Let's make it a great one.